Hello and welcome to H. Greg Lux. Here I have a 2013 Audi A8L Quattro. This car came with a clean Carfax report and it has 2 previous owners. What I'm going to do in this video for you is I'm going to show you around the car. We're going to take a look at it to see if there's any kind of damage, including scratches, dents, chips, or anything else. Here at H. Greg Lux, we want to be as transparent as possible and give you total peace of mind. So if there's anything you need to know about this car, we will let you know. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go panel by panel, checking out the vehicle, and we're going to start right here with the front bumper. Front bumper looks excellent. What about the hood? And again, we just want to know if this car has any scratches, any dents, any chips, or any other kind of damage. The hood seems to be in excellent condition as well, and we can move on to the driver's side of the vehicle. Starting right here with this fender. Looks perfect. What about the wheel? And this wheel has no sign of curve rash or any other kind of damage. It's in perfect condition as well. Now let's move on to the doors. Starting with this one. This one looks perfect. What about the second one? And this one looks perfect as well. Now let's move on to this fender right here in the back of the vehicle. Again, we want to know if there's any sort of damage at all. Everything's looking good. What about the wheel? And just like the first one, this one is in perfect condition as well. Now we can move on to the back. Starting right here with the rear bumper. Looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage. What about the rear hood? And again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. The back of this vehicle seems to be in excellent condition, and we can move on to the passenger side. Fender's looking good. Again, I'm not seeing any sort of damage. What about the wheel? And just like that last two, this one has no sign of curve rash either. It's in perfect condition. Now let's move on to the doors. Once again, we just want to know if there's any sort of damage. First one looks perfect. What about this one? And this one seems to be in perfect condition as well. Now let's move on to the last fender. And in this fender, I do notice 2 scratches right here next to the hood on the right side of the vehicle. Everything else is looking good, perfect. What about the wheel? And I can safely say that all of the wheels of this car are in perfect condition. We can now move on to the interior of the vehicle, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the seat. We're going to check the leather. We want to know if there's any type of wear and tear, any type of damage. And I do notice some wear and tear right here on the side, but overall the seat's in excellent condition. Now let's move on to the door panel, where again we just want to know if there's any kind of damage to the leather, to the fabric, or to anything else. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage or any type of wear and tear. This door panel is in excellent condition as well. Now we can move on to the other side of the vehicle, the passenger side, and we're going to do the same thing. We're first going to take a look at the seat. We're checking the leather. We want to know if there's any kind of wear and tear at all. And just like the other side, all I notice is just some very minor wear and tear right here on the sides. But overall, the seat's in excellent condition. Now let's move on once again to the door panel. We're just like the other side, we want to know if there's any wear and tear or any type of damage. But once again, I'm not seeing anything at all. This door panel seems to be in excellent condition. Now something I do want to mention right now is that this car comes with an owner's manual, as you can see right there on the screen, and 2 sets of keys. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the back seats. Starting with this one in the passenger side. Looks perfect. What about the other side? And this one looks perfect as well. I'm not seeing any kind of wear and tear. The back seats are in excellent condition. Now with the car on, I want to show you a few things. The first of which is the mileage of this vehicle. As you can see in the bottom of the dashboard, this car has 50,278 miles. The other thing I want to show you is that this car comes with a GPS system, as you can see right there on the screen. And very important as well, it comes with a backup camera and a 360 camera. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the steering wheel. We want to know if there's any sort of damage all around the leather, any kind of wear and tear. And here I do notice some wear and tear right here on the right side. Everything else is looking good. Perfect. What about the buttons? We want to know if there's any scratches on them or any other kind of damage. This side looks perfect. And this side looks perfect as well. Now let's move on to the mid console, where we want to know if there's any scratches on the screen, on the knobs, the buttons, or anywhere else. Everything's looking good. I'm not seeing any sort of damage at all. The mid console and the steering wheel are in excellent condition. Let's now take a look at the trunk of the car, and we just want to know if there's any type of wear and tear along the sides, any kind of damage, or along the floor of the trunk. As you can see, there's just some minor wear and tear right here in the back side, but overall it's in great condition, very well kept. Before we finish off this video, let's take a look at the engine, and we just want to take a quick look. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact one of our representatives here at A8L.